Buddy, how you doing? Woo, got a morning curry. Um, let me excuse me. let me let me fill you in on what happened. So yesterday, I had a scheduled curry for 6 a.m. Um, to pick up from, I won't say the name of the place, but where I'm at right now. It's now 6:45 a.m. and when I saw this morning that it was 6 a.m. and I hit start again, this comes with being a veteran driver. Um, I know that I've been here before at and had 6 a.m.s and they've never been open, and so I always get here. Two other times I've been here, and they've had to issue a $20 um, credit to my account for me coming because they didn't have the hours right. So a third time they didn't have the hours right. So instead of just contacting support this morning, I called one of the people I know at Curri, and he again added the $20 to the order. So the 103 something, 103 and change, 103.17 or something, that this order is now 123.17 because they had to bump me an hour. And I didn't even have another curry this morning. There were some 5:30s kind of thing that I probably now could have grabbed, since this is going to be a 7 a.m. pickup. Um, but but yeah, he did credit me the $20. So I mean, like, luckily I was still home. I was up. Main thing with Curry is get up early for the schedules. Don't screw around. By the way, guys, I know there's some of you in here. Can never tell how many. Smack that like, please, for me. Get up in the algorithm. We're gonna be doing a trip from Denver to Colorado Springs today. Should take about, because it's now 7, it should take about an hour 15 minutes. It was going to be an hour if it was 6, but again, I got credited the $20 just for contacting them. I've done that from support before too. However, both other times from support, when I didn't include a member of the team and just did it through support, it was only $15. I know they have a $10 to $20 range to work with, but I think they have support teams working at 15. So hey, what's up, Chris, and what's up, Kevin? But here's the thing: smack that like, you guys. Help me out. Get it up in the algorithm. Appreciate you. Um, but so I contacted them. They said we'll add $20 to the account, and they were even friendly in the way of, would you like to cancel or do you want to keep the order? So they were even giving me the option without any penalization, and they should, because it was their fault. Um, again, let me be clear. It wasn't Curry's fault. It was the fault of the customer putting in 6 a.m. for a location that doesn't open till 7. Usually Curry will catch that on the bigger B2Bs. This is kind of one of the not mainstream ones that I'm often at, although I have been here a couple times. So I am being compensated for that little bit of time. I just got here about 5 minutes ago, and in 11 minutes I can pick up the order. So I'm gonna just sit back, chill, listen to some lettuce, wait for. See, again, guys, I'm in YouTube live. I can't tell. Like, it'll say 11, and then it'll jump to 5, then it'll go back to 13 or whatever. So I don't even look anymore. But there's some people in here. Smack that like. Let's get it up in the algorithm. I'm gonna be. What's up, Traveler? How you doing? I'm gonna be on the road for a while, so we'll see who we can capture in this live. I just gotta wait 11 minutes to pick this up, and I got paid an extra $20 for doing it. I know last mile was just yesterday. If it was today, I would explain all this. But what I'm going to do is, Tony, the Driven Dad, is joining me tomorrow or next Wednesday on last mile. And he had an issue that isn't a big issue. And he handled it how I would, professionally, not kicking and screaming and going live and ranting and raving and all that kind of crap. That doesn't help. Instead, Tony, like me, understands he's an independent contractor. This is a more true independent contractor platform than DoorDash, Uber Eats, Uber, Lyft, I mean, Instacart. Those just aren't as much real, true independent contractors. Like Dumpling and Curri, I put them alongside each other. Both Curry's completely transparent with everything and then some. And Dumpling, I set the prices. So those really are two apps that, and I use other apps, but those are two apps that I really consider true independent contractorship. So for that reason, and because the support staff, even though the in-app one is always getting dialed with Curri, and every app. In-app's not that good. But if you get a person on, when you get a person on the phone for Curri, you're talking to somebody in the United States and somebody who has worked the Curri platform, who understands it, not like a Tony Shu who says, "Oh, I do DoorDash one day a year." No, you don't. And if you do, you're doing one drive and it's to your house on your way home. So I mean, like, no, these drivers really do understand the plights we go through. So my point is that they're quick to issue a refund if you make sense. I mean, you can't just call them or a bonus onto your money. You can't just call them and be like, "Listen, I took this last night for $103. Woke up this morning and I decided, you know what, I'd rather get more money for it." I mean, they're not going to handle that kind of crap. But for me to call and say, "Hey, this is a 6 a.m. pickup," or contact the in-app, and I love the team always likes it when I test the in-app too. So for me to get on there and say, like, "Hey, this says 6 a.m. and this is what I typed." And again, this is one of the perks of being a veteran. I typed it in there and I said I've been to, and I was still at home, so I didn't want to waste time, come out here and I just have to sit here. So I said, "Hey, I said, this is 6 a.m., not 7. And I said, because I've been a Curri driver for almost 3 years. I've been to the location 2 other times for 6 a.m. pickups, only to find out they don't open till 7. And both times you had to compensate my money. And this is all in app." And they said, "Hold, please." So at that point, you're still a little frustrated, but I'm home at this point. I missed other 5:30 a.m.s that I could have taken and stuff because of this, but that's fine. But I said, I'm sitting there waiting, and they get the reply, "Hang on, we're still looking into this." And then they said, they offered it. We can add $20 to this trip for you. So now instead of 103.17, it's going to be 123.17. They said we can add $20 to it, and the pickup would be 7. You are correct, and we will get that time changed. So I helped them. They helped me. I was still at home. I did get up a little earlier than I wanted to, but the way I look at it, they paid me $20 to get up an hour earlier than I would have. So, I mean, I'm fine with that. But I guess my point is that I understand being an independent contractor, been a traditional one for a long time. So what I got to say is, make sure that you do these steps. Like, look, I guess with DoorDash and Uber and Lyft, I mean, I know Uber and Lyft inside and out. I've been doing it since 2015. I know where it'll be a waste of my time with a call, where it's going to be like, "Hey, this call for 30 minutes of stress and being on hold and jumped around might optimize me $5 or something." That's not really worth it to me. So I'm not going to do that with those apps. But with Curri, I absolutely am, because they always work with you. And so they got me 20 extra bucks. I got to sit at home, just kind of chilled out and had a little slower start getting out the door. And I got 20 extra bucks. And so now I'm here. And I do have, so again, real quick, the Driven Dad will be on Last Mile with me next week. And we're going to talk about a couple of I'm always showing you guys good screenshots, good orders and stuff. We're going to talk about a couple of the issues we've had with Curri, and but at the same time, not in a drama way. We're going to talk about some of the issues we've had and how professionally, as independent contractors, we have conquered those instead of yelling, screaming, getting pissed off. And I know we all get a little mad, but you can't get mad at the people working at the apps. It's not their fault. I mean, a lot of these people are doing the best they can. It's when you put all the compartmentalized things together, if sometimes A, B, and C and D don't fit together and don't work seamlessly, well, then you got to get the team together. That's why they rely on us drivers to help them out. So they're paying me more. They're paying me extra for this. I got it in time. But again, this is something that you have to do a little bit of Curri and understand. This is why with every app, there's a little bit of a learning curve, I think. I mean, with some of them, it's so black and white. And like for DoorDash, I would say the learning curve is you get on it and you make what you can out of it. But the first time or the first 2 times you have to call support, you might be like me and never call DoorDash support again, because you're like, I'm not going to waste that kind of time for $5 or some nominal pay just to get stressed out for a half hour and be talking to 2 people who don't even speak English well if that's your main language. I'm not dissing on anybody, but you know, they just aren't understanding and comprehending the part of the problem. And finally you get up to the person who does, and they're like, here's $5. That doesn't do it for me. So my lesson learned there would be, if I'm using DoorDash, just do my best on it. And if there's an issue, just, you know, like, just go, damn it, and move on. You know, it's not worth it. Fuck. Hey, Ellen. Hey, Tony, what's up? Tony, you're joining me next Wednesday, so we're gonna have 2 different things to talk about, bro. And I was on the phone with, I did get on the phone with Jesse this morning, only because I already handled it through support, but I wanted to wake him up. But then I realized he's in Philly. He was probably already up, so I was like, damn it. But I mean, like, I was thinking, okay, it's the same time as me. I literally was like, I'm gonna wake him up, even though the problem was already handled, because he goes to bat for us more than anybody. He's the one that came over from JBL or JB Hunt Trucking, and he really wants to see things changed up a bit. I got 2 minutes before I can go get this pickup. What's up, Chris Hardley? What's up, Terry? What's up, Driven Dad? What's up, Gary? What's up, Derek? What's up, Ellen? How are you? What's up, Traveler? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Chris? So I'm about to start this. I am going to go over there, and I'll bring you with me, I guess. Let's see if there's any issues. Smack that like. Smack that like if you're in here. And Gary, I know you didn't hit that like, so hit that like, damn it. Just Gary. Gary, hit that like.
Charging cable disconnected. Recording will stop after 2 minutes.
My voice is going too. And what do you mean too early, Gary? I hit thumbs down. All right, man. It still helps me. I hate you for it, but whatever. Hey, thanks, boss. So the,
My computer is starting up.
Okay, thank you. Hey, boss. I got to pick up here.
Are you said it's a pickup or a delivery?
It's a pickup for Curry, and it's a hot shot. I need to get on the road.
Hey, for pickups, Jay, for Curry, they go to what's the ticket number? It's this purchase order.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the very back.
You haven't been to receive any shipping before?
Yeah, I usually sit right out there, and they bring it to me.
Okay. Let me take you in the back because they should have the ticket.
Okay. Was it just that you didn't get everything?
So I'll put this purchase order another up, so they should have the ticket back here.
Okay.
Okay, y'all.
Yeah, actually, I've done this. Somebody else has walked me back here before, and it didn't work. Curry uses some older system with you guys, so it had to be done at your desk.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe you're gonna do something magic. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Okay, that's first.
Yeah, that's first, yeah.
Second thing, there's only one house wrap on it. Yeah. You wanna add one or you wanna just change one? Okay, change it. And then, they didn't take the butyl tapes and the fasteners out of the side box yesterday when they unloaded that metal.
Oh, really?
So I put them on a pallet.
Yeah.
I wrote red metal.
Okay.
I didn't know where they put the metal, so I,
All right.
I'm out here.
You're over there?
So I was saying to him that I've been here a few times, and I guess Curry uses an integrated system with you guys that's older, and last time they found it up at the front, not back here.
Let me see it. Where you got printed?
Let me see if I got anything else for you. I don't think I.
It's gonna come out the one by.
Channel 1.
Hey, Jesse.
Can I get one of them walkies? I ain't got one.
Yeah, go for it. You turn it down, that one.
Can I get one of those ones?
Hey, Jesse, you got a copy? Jesse, you got a copy?
Go ahead.
Hey, did you grab a transfer for 685 with the 3 bundles of Windsor?
No, I got 181.
Money?
What if-
I have a roofing roll call coming out.
noche ahí es papel en este allí y quiere la
You take 1 9-foot house wrap out for new one.
Yeah, I'm gonna reprint it.
Nice.
House wrap, Bill, and Elf Creek.
Problem solved early in the morning, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Need something.
Do you are one of these yours? And I wait outside, or
The blue, you'll sign, give it to the driver. I mean, the
Okay.
forklift driver.
Yeah, yeah.
And they'll bring the blue in once it's been picked up and signed.
okay. So should I just pull my car over here, not block the loading docks in those spots, and wait?
Yeah, so what are you driving, bro?
Blue Rav4.
Yeah, so you can pull up into the wheel car area.
Okay. I appreciate you.
It's for roofing, right?
Yeah, it's I think it was 3 foot by 1 foot boxes of shingles. Thank you, man. Fuck you, Gary. I was holding that in the whole time. Like when you're driving in the car and there's no exit. And you gotta pee, man. God damn it. I was like, I was wanting to flip you off so bad. Fucking love you, Gary. Fuck you, man. Dick. Everybody call Gary a dick, would you? Cody, what's up, Cody? I know you will. First, he's like, I gave you a thumbs down. Then he's like, Steve, don't tell them how to do their job. The funny thing is, if you were able to catch any of that, oddly, I did tell him how to do his job, and he was thankful for it. So, because it wasn't like he was doing it wrong, it was that he wasn't trained how to do it right. And so, therefore, I was telling him that I've already been here. I've done this before. Both other times, the same thing happened. So I was trying to help the damn fool, man. Don't, Gary. Everybody give some hate to Gary, please. Don't give him a hey, Gary. Good morning, Cody. Give him a. What did Ellen say? I like your profile. Oh, is it I always wondered what it was. I've never really zoomed in on it enough, Kevin. I don't really know what it was. I thought it was like testing on a mouse. And I thought maybe it was because, if you guys don't know Kevin well, he does medical courier stuff. Yeah. So Ellen, you're in here. You said that or you were wondering about loading, unloading. Again, this is a place that won't even let me load. They bring a forklift out and they load it in. So, I mean, not only can you ask at any place, but sometimes they might say something like that. They don't want you in the warehouse. Other times you can go into will call, pull it out yourself. The sound is cutting out, or is it because I have the back open? It's so easy when you know what you're doing. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's probably because my back hatch is open. I just gave it to the forklift driver. And then this is my delivery copy. And now this is going to be paying $123.17 with the $20 I got added. So not bad, not bad. Oh, I know you do other things too, Kevin, but I just always, Kevin, I know that you do food delivery and other apps like all of us, but I always find it cool when somebody's doing a niche that most of us don't do. And other than you, I only know like 2 other people, and they're not much on YouTube, that do medical courier. There aren't a lot of people that do that space. So if any of you in here are wondering, ask Kevin. He knows about it. He's done it for a while now. He has some experience with that last mile medical stuff. So if you're curious, Ellen's like, sound is cutting out. Tony's like, you sound fine. So Tony, Ellen, fight, go. And while you're at it, beat Gary's ass in the fucking, put Gary in the middle and beat Gary's ass, get into each other to fight. Welcome to morning, Steve. Just wait, Gary. You know what? You know I have it. You know I have the video of my ass touching your car, and I haven't dropped it. But keep this shit up. It's coming, bro. I'm just saying. I've been holding it, man. Tony knows I have it. Look, I've got it. And I mean, it's only it's only like 20 seconds, but knowing how much you care and the fact that it'll be out there on the internet will piss you off. Don't make me come take a poo on your bed. Oh, so you're coming out to visit? Gary, you know how many knives I have? I mean, I'm not asking you. You've seen at least a decent amount of them. I will stab you with that big fucking Smith, that big serrated black one and rip it coming out. Says, who takes a poo? Thank you, Bobby. Thank you. I appreciate that. Bobby, good morning. See, I prefer when I get to just take it myself. I know this place and only one other that I deal with uses forklifts where they come out. And this place I've only been to, this is my third time here. So it's not a frequented place, although I have seen more orders from here. Again, guys, next Wednesday, Driven Dad and I will be doing a different kind of Curri stream, and we will be, oh, he doesn't have my stuff yet. I love forklift drivers. He's like whipping donuts over here, and there's not even snow or ice or anything. He's just doing it on the pavement. He's like, this ain't mine. But Driven Dad and I will be doing live last mile next week, and we're going to tell you about some things like Curri issues that come up and how to professionally heal them, or how to professionally fix them as a independent contractor, and how to do it in a short amount of time and get some money out of it too. I mean, look, that's just what it is, guys. But it's not bad. It's kind of how to, I guess it's like politeness 101 that Tony and I are going to do on Last Mile next week. And teach you guys how to be polite. Now with DoorDash support, I was talking about it earlier. To me, there's just no reason to even call it. Move on to the next order, because you're going to be on hold for 20 to 30 minutes. You're going to talk to somebody, maybe two people who aren't in this country, who don't understand what the hell you're talking about at all, from the word hello. Hello? Hey, how are you? At that point, they've already lost you. You're not getting anything out of them. And at most, I mean, somebody put in there, Bobby, any of you guys who know. But if you do waste that time and get it, what do you get, $5? To me, I'm just moving on. I used to do that with Uber and Lyft too, until I got Uber and Lyft's critical response numbers. Now I just call those because I get on right away. I know I'm not supposed to, but they never ever get mad at me. So if I need Uber or Lyft support, I can just call those numbers and you get right through to a person. And it's here in the States, but you can be like, oh, I guess I have the wrong number, but I need this taken care of. And to them, that's like, oh, I can take care of that. And they go, and they take care of what takes everybody else 15 minutes. They do in like a half a second. And they're like, is that all you needed? And then sometimes, you know, I've had them say like, do you need the other number so that you can call into support? I'm like, no, I'm good. Like, no, I have that. I have the Uber support number. I just thought I happen to have this critical number too, so I know to call this because you guys actually know to do things. Where's my forklift, yo? Come on, man. So Tulsa Gator, Steve, your audio is cutting out. Really? Or is it me moving away? Because, again, guys, if you're Tulsa Gator, if you notice, you changed your name too, because I know who that's Chris, right? Tulsa Gator. My back hatch is open, so maybe you're hearing some noise from there. I don't know. That's the one thing DD does right with half pay. But half pay for what? Maybe we're talking about like different problems, Bobby. I'm just talking about like your basic problem. You know, to me, it's not worth going through the hassle. I mean, I've said this. I've said this to the Curri team. I've said this on live streams. I think the biggest downfall of any app, whatever any of your favorite apps are, my favorite app, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Whatever app you're working, the biggest downfall of every app is support. And I can't believe I'm about to do this for Gary, because fuck Gary, dude. But Gary actually gives, for the one-man show Gary is, he gives fucking great support. See, now I want to take it back because he put not my apps before I said that goddamn compliment. Again, Gary, fuck you, man. I was giving you the fucking propers and the respect, man. What the hell? You don't fucking give it to yourself. Pat yourself on the back. I'll pat you on the back. Come here. You can try and poo on my bed. I'll tell you what, that ain't gonna go well.
We are audio and video recording this ride for your safety.
Deliver that support has always been smooth. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just, well, I mean, but what? Wait till they grow some. I'm saying all the bigger apps that grow some, even the ones that do stay small, who everybody, like, I've been on Curri almost 3 years. Even those that are like, well, you know, when I started, in a year, Curri will sell out to Uber or something. I know Matt Lafferty's goal. He doesn't want to sell out, you know, so, and everybody kind of doubts that. And I'm like, look, dude, most gig apps don't make money. He's made money since the first year he was in business. He don't want to sell his business. He likes it. I see what you're saying, Bobby, but at the same time, I'm not cheap labor. I take high-paying gigs, and I do high-paying work, but I'm not even, you know what, I shouldn't have even said gig apps. Support for any company in this country is shit now. I mean, it's always been, support something none of us want to do, it's a pain, blah, blah, blah. But support for any company is shit now. Ever since the pandemic, I feel like a lot of new jobs opened up, and I think a lot of people who were in support roles who got, you know, who were put on pause and, you know, economic relief and part of the CARES Act and all that kind of stuff. I think that, I think since then, people are like, dude, why would I go back to that crappy call center where everybody's gonna be coughing next to me and help people that all day are telling me to go F myself? And I just think people moved away from it, and it made them go to, and I know we're all too familiar, it's not even AI that I'm talking about, but the phone, you know, the new way of the phone messages working, like with a pharmacy. Would you like this, and you're going, operator, like that used to work. Now it's like every time you say it, it resets it. It makes you listen to the whole damn message again. It's like, hey, smartass, we got turned on to that. Quit doing that. And I'm thinking, well, quit making me sit here, you know?
Do you have another ticket that they gave you for those Windsors?
No, it's an app.
No, like the tickets they printed out back there.
I just gave it to a forklift driver.
Yeah, come on. Jovan, it's the starter, which we have a ton of. It's the Windsor starter. Sorry.
That's all right.
I was just trying to confirm.
No, it's all good though.
He's coming. So he thought he was.
No, yeah, because I was like, because it's usually a lot faster.
Yeah, no, he thought he was looking for the shingle, not the starter.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. Cool, he's got that.
Thank you. Was that rude, Gary? Was that rude of me? I'm having a very Gary morning. I'm glad he's in here. Oh, I see. You're talking, Bobby, you're talking about the people in support. Exactly, dude. And honestly, I think that pushed forward more of this, like, and I'm sure, I'm almost afraid to pay Gary a compliment because he's going to be a dick about it. I do miss you, Dick. You know? Dude, I don't do this for just anybody, Gary. So, yeah, I miss you, Gary. Fucker. Love to get on the road though. I know that this is usually much faster, and I watched the other 3 cars go, but then when he came out and he's like, I can't find it. He's like, let me see that. I love it when somebody comes out that knows. And they're like, dude, you're looking for the wrong thing. Which is weird because I gave the forklift driver the other slip, so I had 2 slips, one's for him. And he's like on the radio with the guy going, I can't find it. Well, it's right there. The other guy's like, no, it's this, and he was like, it's this, and we have tons of them. Just get that. The drive's gonna be an hour, but I do have a partial coming back, and it's a weird one, guys. I have a partial from just north of Colorado Springs, just north of the Air Force exit there. I have a Metrobi coming back to Denver, to South Denver, so it's kind of cool. This will be my second Metrobi. I mean, again, pay isn't great on Metrobi, and so, I mean, even the other one I took, it was the same kind of thing. It was a filler spot, and I needed it. So their pay has not got to a good level yet. It's okay. It's fine. But here's the fact. It's better than nothing. Otherwise, I'd be driving back from Denver with nothing. So, which still would have been fine, 2 hours for $123, but it's nice that it's like a $46 Metrobi. Steve, I'm telling Joe you're being mean to Gary. Joe who? That's supposed to mean anything to me? Go ahead, tell Joe. I don't even know. Joe who? Joe Middleton? Gary's alias? Haha! And for those of you that didn't know, yeah, he does have an alias. He tried it for a long time. Luckily, I called him out on it, so I think he's got rid of it on the socials. But he used to be Joe Middleton on the socials because he didn't want people finding Gary Middleton, which is him. And I had a little confusion when I was trying to connect with Gary in the beginning because I was like, well, who's Joe? And then it took him a minute to go, oh, that's me. It's not my alias, it's my middle name. Yeah, but you were putting it out on socials. It would say Joe Middleton. Yeah, Derek, it can be. I'll tell you what is always a dead trip coming back is Fort Collins. And I think you, Derek, were in the live yesterday. You know that like Fort Collins never has a damn thing coming back. And again, guys, Fort Collins is beautiful. The city, it's a college town. It's smaller than CU Boulder, but it's a college town. It's a strange little town. Very clean, very nice. Lots of local beers and breweries. Great Browns Canyon and Red Feather Lake and all kinds of killer stuff up there. How you doing?
I was back there looking for the shingles, and he's like, "Oh, it's starter."
Yeah. Good.
Starter, tether blades. Yep,
Thank you, boss. All right. Yeah, never from Fort Collins. But I have seen, and again, maybe we'll talk about it. 3 bundles, Gary. I forgot my picture, damn it. I was waiting so long, screwing around, being pissed off at Gary.
We are audio and video recording this ride for your safety.
I'm sure you are. So roofers didn't do the math correctly. Oh, dude, it's not that kind of shingles. It's shingles like the disease, the one that's like a rash. I've got 3 boxes of it. I'm supposed to spread it down there in the springs. So I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not taking 3 packages of a highly contagious substance down to Colorado Springs. Even though if there was one city in this state that they should ship it to, it might be that one. But just kidding. I do have some friends in Colorado Springs, but for those of you not real familiar with Colorado, what is that? That's not right. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know. I did another one of these to Colorado Springs for like 2. Again, Gary said 2. Last time it was like 2 boxes of these shingles, and yeah, I'm like, there's some things I don't wonder about because I understand now the B2B marketing of Curri and like why and where, and I've even done Sherman-Williams to Sherman-Williams, and I mean I get a lot of why they do what and moving things around, but like 3 things of shingles, there's not a place in Colorado Springs. I mean, again, guys, if you're not familiar with Colorado geography, Colorado Springs is a big, it's the 2nd biggest town in the state, and I mean, and it is big too. I'm not just saying that, and we only have one real big town. It's another very big town, and I'm just like, you guys don't like. I mean, I'm fine. I'd like to make this money, but it's weird, like. I would just think that there would be a place that has these down there, but what do I know? Really, Cody? Because I got this guy where he's looking for somebody to do some sketchy shit. Just kidding, bro. The new app is called Sketchy. Just drop the E. Remember, you can always make a gig app just by dropping the vowels on a word. Hey Terry, I see that you're commenting. I'm gonna be obviously driving here, and I will chat with you guys along the way here and there. And I'll chat once we get down there, but chat amongst each other too. Try and keep some. I'll interject some things as I see. I can see always the top 2 comments. The others are behind here. But I will go back and address everything at the end. So if at any point during the stream you bounce out or you got to do something, you can always come back later and watch like probably the last 5 minutes. I'll always scroll back through the text and see if they're addressed or whatnot. With Colorado Springs growing this fast. So Terry, for the most part, Curri's in Colorado Springs. It's almost everywhere, but like it's in Colorado Springs, and so they have people down there running what they need. So I do see I'll see 5 to 10 Colorado Springs offers in a week from Denver. Most of them I don't take. And the Fort Collins ones I never take. Loveland sometimes, because even though I'll be deadheading back, Loveland always seems to pay pretty close to $2 a mile or $1 a mile, even on the coming back miles. So if I'm going, if I'm going 60 miles to Loveland, it's gonna be like, 100 to 120 bucks. Usually, so those I watch out for. But Fort Collins always is like $1 a mile there, and like you'd have to do a 50-cent deadhead mile back, but there's never anything to get on the way back. So I always feel like I'm getting way too far away, and I don't, like you guys know, like I've gone to Vegas, I've gone to Utah twice. I do these long hauls, so it's not about that. It's that if I'm staying within state, where am I putting myself with a Curri run? And if it's to Fort Collins and it's paying $3 a mile to go up there, oh yeah, I'll do it all day, and I'll take my time, and I'll accept the fact I'm not going to get anything coming back. That's fine, because I think Colorado or Fort Collins from Denver's about 75 miles. So if they're going to pay me $225, I'll do that, because I'll be back, and round trip it'll take me 2.5 hours. So I'll do that. But the problem is for whatever reason, the companies in Fort Collins don't put out the pay that other companies do. And that's something that Tony and I are going to talk about next week. He has a thing we're going to talk about. I have a thing we're going to talk about. But then we're also going to talk about together walking through the customer side of the app, and how customers place orders, and then how Curri treats those orders with regard to the pricing the customer puts on it. Because it's good that you guys understand that. It'll help you. I think it'll help a lot of Curri drivers more easily decide, I'm not taking that, because you'll understand why acceptance rating does not matter on Curri, because they understand that the customers sometimes underbid. But like any company, you don't yell at your customers. Unless I guess you're DoorDash or any of those, because then in California or in Washington State or New York, if they get regulations or whatever, they pass it along to the customer. I've never seen a company go, screw you, customer, here, pay extra because we got in trouble. Like, okay, so other than that though, usually like the customer's always right. We know that rule of business, and they let them put it in at what they want, but they give them warnings, and we'll talk about it next week, saying that's pretty low, that average for this is this, and we will increase it over a time period of, you know, depending how low you were, like maybe 10 minutes even, to like double what they offered. So we'll get into that last mile next week. Those are going to be the 3 topics. I'm not going to give anything away. Tony's topic is Tony's, mine is mine. They're going to be surprises. We're going to talk through 2 bad situations that both of us took care of properly and were taken care of properly, and helped the Curri team by doing so. So, you know, they're just, I mean, look, a lot of us gig workers are frustrated as can be sometimes. So I think that we even, like, especially now multi-apping and stuff, and we're used to the glory days of being on X app or Y app, and it just makes you, now that you're multi-apping and you're just, am I going to get my daily numbers? It just makes you frustrated in general. So, you know, I got to do this myself even, but sometimes just take a big deep breath when you're heated and before you go in to actually talk to people, because a lot of us need to be reminded that 95+% of the time, the person helping you is in no way responsible for any errors that might be going on any apps. So, hey ho! What up, Tremaine? Hey buddy, did you I know that I sent you that tweet that I tagged you in, but did you reach out to that podcaster? Because that would be a good thing for you to do. It would be good for you. His podcast is starting to grow, and that's all good, but it would be good for you, I think, too. I know he'd like to have you on, or I'm pretty sure he would, but yeah, it's an interesting podcast. And I think the 2 of you would be a fun fit. So I don't know if I saw on Twitter you said thanks to me or something, but you might want to reach out to that guy in a DM or something. I don't know. Just my advice. I was trying to help you out. I think it was Gary when he was out here was like, Gary said, what did he say? He said, you drive too fast, man. You know, Gary, you want to see you drive fast? I think she might be in here. She might have already left. But go check out Terry's channel. She's up in the chat. You can go to her channel. And she's here in Denver. You should watch her drive, dude. She gets in the right lane, passes car. Sorry, Terry. It's just how us Colorado people are when California people move out here. We just don't. We have a very low tolerance for that, because there's a lot of transplants in Colorado, but we've had more than our share of California people moving here. It's almost been like the mass exodus from California to Texas. I feel like maybe about half as many or more that go to Texas are coming here to Colorado. And who knows, maybe they just leave California with the destination of Texas, get to Colorado, and are like, you know what, let's just stay here. It's too far to go the rest of the way. It's not really about being in a hurry, Gary. It's just trying to beat traffic through certain areas is what it really is. I'm not in a hurry either, to be honest, but I'm just trying to get past bad points. man, I've had this, I feel fine, but I've had this cough. Just like the last 2 days. Monday and Tuesday I busted. I was working, I worked a ton of hours, made good money this week. Yesterday wasn't, there was still good order volume coming in on Curri, and I didn't even turn other apps on because I was pretty beat from the first 2 days. But the first 2 days were pretty good to me of this week, like really good. But we'll see about today. By the time I get back, I'll be at, I'll be somewhere around 175. And that's pretty close to, like, within $5, give or take, I'll be at 175. And it'll be, I don't know, it'll probably be by, hopefully by 10, I'll be back. So I'll still catch a couple morning Curries as I come back too. Maybe just one before, and then I'll see some of the afternoon batches. But I got some things to get ready for too. Oh, and for those of you that watched last week's roundtable, we were talking about teachers, and we were talking about my son graduating this year. There's a New York Times article I have that I'll put a link out for, and there's another couple articles that I was sent or found because other people were bothered by what I was bothered by, which is a little crazy, but it is a fact, and it's not just Colorado. There's many states now requiring to graduate from high school, you must apply for financial aid. No matter what you do with it, you must apply. You can't graduate until you apply. So like Max, he's been an all A and B student all through school and through high school too, even with pandemic, which maybe made it easier, maybe made it harder, I don't know. But he's always been A's and B's, so I've never really had to ride him about his grades. But he can't graduate high school until he applies for financial aid. No matter, even if like somebody were to say, I know what I'm doing, I'm going to this trade school, or I'm not going to school, I'm moving up to Alaska to be a tuna fisherman. Well, you have to apply for financial aid. Why? I'm not going into school. I already accepted a job. I'm moving to the day after graduation. So it's crazy. A lot of states are implementing this. You must apply for, and the messed up thing is I talked to a couple people that I know who are teachers, but but they're very seasoned teachers too, and they understand what's going on. And there's kickbacks coming to the high schools and to the school system for if they can increase output of kids going to college. I mean, it's just crazy. So it's like, I feel like it's like a timeshare to these kids. Like, if you guys have ever been on vacation, get approached by a timeshare person, only once in my life. I've been approached by 200, but only once in my life did I say, okay, let's sit through this damn thing. There was some other thing that there always is, but by doing it, you got something for free, and it happened to be starting right then too. It wasn't one of those ones you got to plan and come back to, and it screws up your whole trip. It was like right then and there, and I was like, okay. And it really only took like an hour and a half. They did the 90 minutes, and we got like something free on our trip that was like a $250 value. So that was cool. We didn't sign up for the timeshare, but I feel like it's like that. Like, they're getting you in a room and they're busting on you until you just sign. And I feel like with high school kids, like, enough already. Like, they're trying to navigate the real world as it is. I'm all for suggesting to them, hey, listen, it's in your benefit if you're even thinking about this to apply for financial aid, but you shouldn't have to do it to graduate. I think that's wrong, and I don't know. I'm disgusted by it, but I'm disgusted by a lot that goes on at the high schools now. Like, again, I've said it many times. I'm very glad Max is graduating in a few months, because I don't think next year's DPS school is going to be better. I think it's going to be worse. I hope that some corrective comes around in the near future, but I don't think for the next few years we're going to see things get back to more of a learning level. It's more like high schools now, like, I mean, it's more like it's a business now. And it's the business of creating brainless cogs to go be a part of the machine. It kind of goes along, it's odd because it kind of goes along with my fight for our right to be independent contractors. You know, it's like, yeah, because you're teaching all these kids not to. I mean, we talked about that stat too. What was it? 70% of Gen Z people, is Gen Z is the one that's from, is it like 94 to like 2012 or something? So Gen Z, 70% of Gen Z people do not always tip for sit-down restaurant service. Do you know how messed up that is? Like, Max is Gen Z. He will always tip. I've taught him to tip. But that stat, like, for the what is before, what is between X and Z is the millennials. The millennials and X, we hey, can somebody bounce that Kristen Maddox out of here, please? Remember, guys, these lives get fed into the shorts feed too if I'm vertical. So don't go off on everybody, but thank you, Gary. But so don't go off on everybody, because somebody might just be kidding. But I've seen it in Kim's too. A lot of people are popping through and doing the say this word or say any car's name, and then they clip that little segment and they use it without your permission for like promos and other things. So don't fall for some of these. Again, obviously, I'm not looking to pick on people. I always want new subscribers. I want people who want to watch the content, and even people who aren't in the gig economy that pass through and just want to watch or comment and be nice. I want your comments, but don't come in here and troll. This would be Gary gets on my ass about about having too many mods. This is why I got a lot of mods, because I trust you guys to know, dude, that guy's trolling. So trolls, as much as Gary Middleton hates me having a lot of mods, there are a lot of mods. This is not the room to troll. As I say that, like, some viewers go down. I'm sorry, if that offends anybody, I'm sorry, I stand by that. And I do like that it plays in the shorts feed too. Not only that he gets some views and stuff, and I was talking to Kim, I was like, but it takes my, like, normally I would do my lives in the morning with Curri to have good, like, average watch time, be really good, and now it goes to like a minute or two, because it's doubling the amount of people watching who only watch for a minute or so. But that actually does help my channel. Some of them hit like, some of them might even subscribe and then unsubscribe, but all of that kind of action is helping my channel anyway. So the perks outweigh the negatives, but it does mean that, oh wait, now somebody's going crazy on timing people out. A huge, oh yeah, maybe. But then if you do subscriber mode, Gary, I mean, then people just subscribe and just unsubscribe on their way out after they troll. I mean, I guess you can do that. I think I've never done it, but I think there's a setting that lets you say that you have to be subscribed for, you can set an amount of minutes. So I would never do it high. Like if I could set it for 1 minute, like you need to be a subscriber to be in chat, and you need to be a subscriber for 1 minute. If I can set that, I would do that, because I don't think that's too long. But my only problem with it is that some people are trying to figure out if they like your channel, and in the moment they hear something, they want to comment on it, and they realize, and they haven't commented at all yet. They go to comment and realize they can't. They got to subscribe, wait a minute. And at that point, maybe we've moved on, and they're like, okay, forget it. So I don't know. Again, there's a balance that I got to think about there. No, you ain't late for trolling, but I got snipers all over the walls. So if you're a good person, dude, we're good people too, and we'd love to have you join us. If you are a troll, you can get sniped like nobody's business, bro. So hopefully you're just joking and you're not a troll, and we'd love to have you. But Gary's on a little bit of a tear, so you might want to watch it. Look, I can speak for Gary and I too, you guys. If you are watching for the first time, please do subscribe. Please do like. Please do watch other content. I think you'll find all kinds of different content on my channel. However, I don't bounce people out for trolling for little things. You have to really. So I'm guessing that people who, what's up, Brian? Again, I'm barely seeing some of these only as they come up. Were you saying turn it up, Brian? Turn up the lettuce. Hey Sassy, what's up? How you doing? What's up, Jersey? How you doing? You guys, I've got my indicator here that blocks the bottom part of chat, and if you're not familiar with YouTube chat when you're live, you only see about 6 or 7 comments, so I only see the top 3. So don't think I'm ignoring anybody. There, Terry, am I making you proud with my fast driving? Terry, we should race. We should go out in the boons and race or something. I'm just kidding. Anybody in here that hasn't smacked that like, please do so. Or don't be a Gary and hit the dislike accidentally. Gary didn't hit it accidentally. He hit it intentionally. Even though he loves me and he likes this, he hit dislike just to be Gary. What a Gary. Love you, bro.
This ride for your safety.
Later, Gary. Have a good one, bro. Come back if you're done, and I'm still out. I still might be out. You might catch the Metrobi portion, which my first one was interesting. It went well, but it was interesting. And Metrobi is complete transparency again, guys. No AR on there, so there's no must take it. But they're starting off a little different than most gig companies. They're not doing the honeymoon pay period. They're just kind of jumping right into like middle pay, average pay. So maybe that's a better, I don't know, maybe that's going to end up being a better way to roll things out, because maybe enough gig workers who multi-app are onto the fact that everything starts off high and it seems more realistic when you get on. Maybe they'll be like, oh, maybe this one will stick around. So we'll see. I mean, when I first got onboarded, I didn't see anything for a while. Then I saw one, missed it, and then I saw one, got it, and now I see like 3 or 4 a week. Oh, thank you, Jersey. I appreciate you, bro. Hype. Yeah, boy. Woo! Smack that like. Smack that like for Jersey. Oh, did I catch that right? Is point pickup going under? It's about time, dude. Point pickup's been a failure for almost 2 years. It's always interesting to see how these gig apps roll out. You know, let's take Metrobi out. Most of them roll out with these really good pay because they need to populate the area with drivers. So they need to put bonuses on out of their own pocket and whatnot. So the pay they're showing these great pays and you think it's great. But then they realize they're oversaturated and they got to move the pay model down. And it's just a crapshoot if it works or not. I feel like point pickup, people got a little hyped during the initial beginning of them coming into a market, but I feel like as soon as the honeymoon died off, it wasn't even like enough drivers stuck around to make it work. It's like they just bailed on them. It was like, dude, this thing sucks. Like, I know some people are still on point pickup. I was, but I actually have deleted that app off of my phone. Not only do I not turn it on, I don't even have it anymore. I don't need that one. That was junk for me. Point pickup closed. That's what they get for sucking, dude. Hey, what's up, Gigan? How you doing, buddy? It's awesome. I got some of you lettuce people in here. And all of you that are in here, I turned you on to lettuce. Lettuce has been a band for almost 30 years. And they're one of the sickest bands out there. Luckily, and I do appreciate this, I've met the band, I've worked with the band, and I've gone to see the band out of my own pocket money, which I barely ever do because usually I can finagle tickets because I work in the production industry. So, but this band is so damn amazing. Like Brian, Have It Your Way, Gigan, Delivering with Ellen. I'm sure there might be a couple more in here. I'm sorry if I'm missing you, but a lot of these people like have learned, like, and they all were like, what's this band? Lettuce. Oh, they went and found them themselves and they've gotten into this band. They're awesome. I'm gonna show you guys something here. See that peak way off? That's Colorado Springs and that's Pikes Peak. That's a 14er and it's I think it's like the 8th tallest 14er out of the 54 in Colorado. So, big mountain. But I was telling you guys about the lettuce thing anyway, because not only do I love the music, every single musician in that band could be in any band they want. They're all that. Every one of them's that good. But they've been around for a while. I've worked with them. They're great people. I've met them. I know them. But it's really easy music to do gig work to. It's hard to find this like music that you can like literally leave on all day, and I can leave lettuce on all day. Throughout the day I do move to other things too, but I mean I can leave lettuce on all day while I'm doing gig work, and it keeps me focused too because I'm just in the groove, you know. Hey, Gigan, look up when the Tigers are playing the Twins in Minnesota. Guys, I see Jersey making a comment that I know a lot of you feel and resonate with. So here's what I'll say. If you're thinking about Curri, apply right now and get on the waiting list, because I don't know if there is a market you'll be onboarded immediately, unless you have a box truck or something bigger, even a cargo or sprinter van maybe. But apply for Curri, get on the waiting list. And to those of you who have been on it for a long time, like Jersey, there's a couple others. Jersey, I know you have in the past, but just because I have so many things going in my head, somewhere, anytime like after tax day, and I'm just using that as a marker because that's kind of, even though spring officially starts like a few days before that, if you could email me like the day after tax day and just remind me, I'm going to put together a list of people who've been waiting on the wait list a long time. It's not the same as it used to be, but I can at least give that list of people to two different people who can at least look and see if you've been on in your market too long, and they can do anything to help facilitate it. Or another thing too is make sure you have a vehicle in there, because when I signed up for Curri, we were going through some people were saying like, hey man, I've been on this for like 15 months. And we went in and I said, okay, well, let's go through it all. And they looked and they're like, my vehicle isn't in here. I'm like, well, then you're going to be on the waiting list forever, because if they don't have a vehicle, will they know when your vehicle size fits into their needs? And so the first person that I noticed this with changed and put their information in of their vehicle, and they were onboarded in 2 days after being on the wait list for like 15 months. So that said, you apply for Curri, and I know I won't say who, but somebody I'm close with here in the chat applied recently to Curri, and they asked for the VIN number, but they didn't ask for any more details. Like, they had them take a couple pictures, but you need to enter the make, model, all that stuff. So even if the new way of putting in the VIN or whatever does it for you and does it, it should still be populated and say it. So even if you're on the wait list, go in and make sure that they have a vehicle listed for you. Nah, Jersey. My buddy Dana in Boston, I talk about him all the time. He's DS Entertainment Network is his YouTube handle. That's my friend Dana in Boston, and he has Prius, and he's been doing Curri 2 months less than I have. So in May, when I've been doing it for 3 years, in July he's been doing it 3 years, and he crushes it just like I do. So there is no vehicle parameter that's too small. With some of the apps, with some of the last mile apps, there are. Some of the last mile apps, like, you gotta at least have SUV. But most of them have at least let you on board with something smaller. But Curri has a lot of work for smaller vehicles. I don't know who is it. Brian saying that Josh and Cody do Korean cars. I know a lot of people who do Korean cars. It's not. I think I try and say that enough, so don't let that throw you at all. guys, okay. If you guys give me, like, if I get 4 thumbs up in the chat, not like, by the way, guys, hit that thumbs up if you're in here and you haven't yet. But if I get 4 thumbs up to this, do you guys want to hear a tip and trick for Curri? I'm not big on tips and tricks, you know that, so I'm just big on giving you straight advice. But do you want to know a tip and trick? I need 4 thumbs up in the chat, and I'll tell you. Or, okay, if by chance you have a second vehicle, or your significant other does, or another family member, that whatever, it can't just be dead without wheels in your backyard. But if it's a registered legal vehicle and it's a pickup truck, you can swap out your car for the pickup truck, which puts you in a different class to be onboarded a little quicker. And then once you're on, you can switch back to your car. Boom! It doesn't always work, but hey, because your market might be even flooded with that, but often they're looking for pickup trucks for pipe jobs and stuff, so. And if you have a pickup truck, maybe you want to register that at first. Maybe you have a pickup truck that you're like, I never use that for my gig work. Well, maybe for Curri you want to think about it. I'm telling you, you can do pipe jobs with tie downs without a pipe rack. A pipe rack is much nicer, but the pipe jobs are, like, in my market, we don't have enough drivers that have, because the cargo and Sprinter vans are looking for more of the big pallet loads. It's pickup trucks that'll do the pipe ones, and they pay really good. But a pipe rack is great. But if you don't have it, I've seen them sticking out the back too, and you just tie them down right. So again, if you have a pickup truck that sits in your garage or something and you don't use it much, maybe think about dusting it off. And then you can always, down the road, if the other gig apps that you are familiar with pick back up, and you're only gonna be doing it sometimes, then you could switch it back to your gig vehicle. I'm just putting out some ideas, but I know that, as long as the vehicle, like, if you're gonna put a pickup truck on, just make sure the last name is your last name. So if it's, cousin, uncle, brother, wife, husband, swap it out, hang tight, see if you get onboarded, and then obviously don't do it the minute you're onboarded, but then switch it over to the car you'll be using. "21 miles away." So by the time I'm making, even with that delay, I'm gonna have a little time before I gotta start heading back so I can catch that Metrobi on time. So when I do get to the drop off, I will stop, spend 5-10 minutes checking the chat out, and either end the stream and start a new one, or we'll see. But I will check all the checks. I see some things coming in and maybe some are questions and whatnot. So post what you got, and when I stop here in 19 minutes, 17 miles, I'll go through all that. What's up, people that might be joining new? Hey, what's up? Smack that like if you're in here. What do you think, this stuff's free? Oh wait, it is. Never mind. But if you could smack that like, because that's free too. Well, I said it on Last Mile yesterday. I'll say it again today. You guys, if by chance you live in the Los Angeles area, if you live in San Diego, San Francisco, Phoenix, anywhere in that kind of vicinity that's a close enough drive to LA, tickets to Curvivore might have gone even up. I know they were at like 200. They might have even gone up a little bit. Harry reached out to me yesterday, the rideshare guy, and said that I already had my ticket with the discount, but I didn't know I was allowed to promote it, and he said to go ahead. So if you guys want to go to Herbivore, it's next Thursday and Friday in LA. I haven't been yet, but it's a really cool event from what I've heard. I've seen pictures. Excited to be there. I'm actually going to be in town for a podcast convention Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Herbivore is Thursday, Friday, and the convention ends at like 1 p.m. on Thursday, but I'm going to try and get it all on Tuesday and Wednesday in. And I have 2 breakout sessions that I'm speaking at the conference. So, and then I'm going to hit Herbivore, and the second day on Friday's Sergio's birthday. But if you guys can be in that area, whatever, and you want to meet some companies, you want to meet some of the robotics companies, a lot of this a lot of it's delivery oriented. $5 to go. When you're doing checkout, if you put the discount code Sergio5, capital SERGIO 5, no space. If you put that, it'll turn it into a $5 ticket for both days for you. And he said for me to go ahead and tell the audience. So I told you. There you go. And if you want to learn more about it, you can go to herbivore.co, not .com, .co, herbivore.co. Yeah, Ellen, he does. I remember you and I were talking about this, and I told you it was either Thursday or Friday. It's Friday. Sergio's birthday is on Friday. Sergio's a lot older than your son, though. No offense, Sergio. Miles away. Good. this. Ah. We need a new batch of thumbs up so that people see it in the stream. Hit that thumbs up if you just have forgot, you're working. Do me that favor. Let's see if we can pop some more people back in here. Because I'm about to stop and we can have some conversation. So. Like, video. I know most of you have. Okay, I'm 2 miles out. clicked it 14 times, didn't go up at all. Although, who knows? I don't even go by, when I do YouTube Live, even StreamYard's not perfect, but YouTube's the worst about really determining how many people are in here. I wonder if it's that way when I'm on the user side like you guys are. Like if you're watching, I wonder if it's like more accurate results, because when I do live streams in the car, it bounces so much I can tell it's not accurate. It's not in to the second real time or even close to that, which it should be, but
This ride for your safety.
get your comments, questions, concerns in there, because when I stop, I'm gonna look through these. I should be there. Is it calling in? Is this it? Oh, it's another beacon. Okay. That's weird. So there's their loading dock. It's funny, I didn't say the name in the beginning, but I'm delivering to the same company that shipped it, and they have just as big of a facility down here. Kind of strange. Let's see what's going on here.
Charging cable disconnected. Recording will stop after 2 minutes. video recording has stopped.
So for those of you watching, yeah, same thing. They're going to unload it with a forklift. They won't even let me do this one. And again, guys, I always try and do them. But here he is already. Right quick.
Sweet. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, boss. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Can I take a picture real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
You don't have the slip, do you? You don't have any packing slips or anything? I'll go in and get one. I'll just... Yeah, sure. Alright, so done. Complete delivery. Okay. Alright. 123.17. Alright. And then I got the one going home. Let me pull off here because I don't want to sit in their loading lot, but I'll pull over here. I'm gonna get a little outside of this industrial area because there's a garbage dump right there and I can smell it like nobody's business. It's kind of, the streets are kind of wet down here. It must have rained a little or something, or maybe the snow was melting off, but it's really making it smell. I'm gonna pull around the corner and I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna check out comments and converse with y'all. It's so many more people in here, so maybe the people that had questions are gone. Maybe I'll only read the most recent stuff if they all left. But yeah, let me just kind of pull over. What do I got here? Pull over at. It's weird. Colorado Springs has Whataburger. We don't have those in Denver. I know that they're everywhere, but I will pull over here. Throat is a little hoarse. Let's see. All right, guys. And where am I? 123. Okay, so let's see. Because I'm gonna kind of look through these. Oh, it doesn't let me scroll that far back. I can see Jersey Man's. I need to get on Curri. Yeah, I think I addressed that. They're looking for pickups, cargo sprinters. only deal with big, heavy business is starting to pick up now. Yeah, so Brian, this is again, guys, I'm rolling back in the comments. It will only let me go a certain length back, and I can tell there's not even any Gary comments in here who was in here for the first half, so clearly I just can't go back yet in it far enough. But Brian is saying business is starting to pick back up on Curri. It's spring. It's going to pick up huge. I just said this on Last Mile, and this year's going to be a great year for Curri. I had my vehicle in there, and it was deleted. I added it again. Okay, so Derek, that might have been part of the issue. Let's see if, like, without any kind of anything, let's see if you get on now. I only have a car, so maybe that's why. I think I addressed that. Nope, cars are good. Brian, great advice on making sure your information is accurate for Curri. Exactly, because for some reason, like Ellen, she just signed up, and they asked for her VIN number and asked her to take a couple pictures, but they didn't ask her make and model. Now, you might assume, see, I think that a lot of people might assume, well, if they have my VIN number, they probably have all that. Again, they're just having you apply anyway, so I think it's a little confusing too. I thought, I mean, I guess I haven't asked, but I thought it would have been something that would have been taken care of. So I'll make sure to address that with them just to make sure. But yeah, make sure that you guys, if you are on the waiting list, go in there and see, make sure that there is even a vehicle for you, because there might be like 5 fields they need for your vehicle, and maybe you have a Chevrolet pickup truck and they don't have the actual model though, and it just says Chevrolet. Doesn't say pickup, doesn't say the model, doesn't say the plate. Put all that in, and maybe you'll be onboarded very quickly. Carnifage, you took one just to make sure that again, guys, if you don't take one for 3 months, they soft deactivate you, but it's by 12 noon Pacific time. So if, like, let's say one morning at 10 a.m. you open the Curri app and you see that you've been soft deactivated, again, I don't know how they word it, but all you need to do is email reactivation@curri.com. If you do it like in the morning of any given weekday before 12 p.m. Pacific time, you will be reactivated that same day. They already have done your checks and everything. They just want to make sure they're not sending data to somebody who's never going to do one. And I know for some of us, or for some people, it used to be true in my market too, in the winter there aren't any orders, so I get that. I'll have to go TL to the app again and check my info. Yeah, okay, make sure you do that, Jersey. Oh, Derek left. Okay. Carnifage, you're driving a Honda Fit. You'd be amazed what you can fit in it. Which one's the Fit? I'm not sure what a Fit is, actually. So, looks like somebody squiggly says good advice. Never knew that. I'm guessing you're talking about if you have a different vehicle, even if you're not going to use it. Again, guys, it does have to be running though. It can't be like you live in farm country and you've got a few dead vehicles in the back. It's going to need to be a current registered insured vehicle. So, or even a van, put a pipe rack on it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly, like Brian did. So Brian doesn't have a Sprinter van; he has a cargo van, just like Get Geezer, and he put a pipe rack on his. I mean, that's super smart. Kagan's gonna put one on a Model Y. "12-foot PVC." See, the other thing is that sometimes it's not PVC. Sometimes it's really, really heavy piping too. So be careful retrofitting your car. You might just regret that, guys. Gas at 3.33. Our gas has gone up too. 3.59 in Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's got 9. Let me see if I can see a gas price down here. Let's see, yes. So there's a AM PM right down the street, and so we have 85, 87, and 89 grade fuel. If for those that know, the higher that you run those numbers, the better for your car. Most states, a lot of states only have 87 and 89, and then they'll have diesel too, but we have 85. The prices that you see on the electronic boards are always for 85. So our 85 grade is $2.97 right now a gallon, but I get 87, as do most people, because in Carnage in Vegas, it's creeping up to $4. Wow. I was buffering when I gave the tip. Wait a minute. Did nobody hear the tip trick? I don't want to say it again because I feel like a lot of you did, because some people said, hey, that's good advice. I think everybody did hear it. Maybe you didn't catch it, Terry. So if you want, go ahead and just shoot me an email. Happy to tell you what it is. I just don't want to keep saying it. No, Gig, and I won't reveal the new clients until they are onboarded. I'm not gonna, like, Curri wouldn't want me doing that, because that's like giving a heads up to the competitors what new national clients they've picked up. Gigan, my make model is gone now. So Gigan, email reactivation@curri.com. You can also, for anybody with general questions, I know the in-app support isn't the most fun, so emails are good. You can email drivers@curri.com for any general questions. But for something like that, where Gigan has done trips, and if the make model is gone now, email reactivation@curri.com and let them know. Mine just says SUV. I wonder what mine says. Let me see if I can see what mine says.
We are audio and video recording this ride for your safety.
When might you see more market-specific information? Like what? What do you... Tulsa Gator, what are you looking for? Chris, what are you looking for? I mean, every offer is as transparent. Every Curri offer is more transparent than any other app there is. I mean, you might not want to take it, but at least you can't complain about that. And that's my big thing. Would love to see number of customers, load, potential. Oh, they're not gonna, no, they'll never show you that, because here's why. They'll show you 100% transparency on every order, but they won't do that because other companies, other last mile companies, try and nudge in to Curri markets. Same with Curri. They find where other companies drop the ball, and they nudge in. So they're never going to put out stats like, look how good we're doing in this market, because what would happen? Rodeo and Freight and Dispatch and On Fleet and other Metrobi, other ones would say, oh, that market's worth dumping some money into. So they won't. You're not going to get those stats. I've seen those stats, but it's almost like a I like that American flag flying up over there. But they're not going to ever give you that that information, because it only hurts them, and it really, I'll be honest, it really doesn't benefit you. I hear what you're saying, but the benefit to you is so minute. I mean, really, because there's no acceptance rating, because they don't care what you take. There's no penalty. It is a no. If you don't want it, don't take it. If you want it, take it. No harm, no foul. If you don't, you could see 1,000 orders, not take any. They're all transparent. So the way I see it, that's the best. That's the best that you're gonna get. You're not gonna get the companies innermost secret details that they use to help grow markets out. Again, it's not like other apps where they're using it against you. You're talking about information that's very privately held and should be. I mean, if I owned a company, I wouldn't share that either. Not with the way these gig apps work, because other people would come in and try and wreck a Curri market. So let me go to my vehicle. Oh, that's gigging it. It already has your information and you're active. That's why it says SUV only. Mine does too. And this is the new app. The old one used to let you see which one you had registered. The reason is you're active. So if you weren't, if you're on the waiting list and you go there, you'll be able to hit edit on vehicle in there. And I know some people who have seen no vehicle. Doesn't even show SUV or anything, sedan, nothing. And it'll have nothing, and they hit edit and they see that all the fields are blank. You and I aren't there because for us it would be a vehicle change. So therefore they say SUV, and that means, hey, are you still in the SUV? I'm thinking, yeah, I am. I was just trying to make sure it's correct. It is. But if I'm now saying no, but I just got a pickup truck and a pipe rack, that's where you would switch it. But they know if it says SUV, they know what you're in. You heard what? Yeah, but so Tulsa, your market used to suck. Chris, your market used to suck with Curri. And like I've said on many lives, this winter I saw a bunch of orders, some good, some decent, whatever. Not like the normal spring summers, but your market used to be, or my winters I'd seen nothing the past 2 years. This year I did. So where you are in Tulsa is already a slow growth market. However, this summer should really pick up for you. But this spring, summer, so coming up anytime now. So start really watching. But yeah, Tulsa has never been like a raging Curri market. Gary had the same problem before he went to Florida. He wasn't seeing anything there. So it's just winter. And in the winter, it slows a little bit because, again, it's B2B construction needs. So, yeah. Maybe I'm just antsy. Yeah, I hear you, man. And again, I feel you too, because it's been a tough winter for all the other apps. If you do food delivery is dead. I mean, I know for a fact a lot of you can say, no, it's not in my market, blah, 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 blah. I get that. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to say your market sucks if it doesn't. I'm just saying, as a country, I talk to a lot of drivers. I'm privy to a lot of data that we have at Para. It's anonymous data, but I see how many drivers are on, and we can just see stats and trends. And to be honest, food delivery, we've known it for a while. It peaked a while ago. It will be around for, these companies aren't going anywhere. But if you look at any gig app ever in the history of time, honeymoon period, they try to maintain it as long as possible, but at some point it starts dropping. I mean, and when it does, it never comes back up. So food deliveries, I mean, the way I look at it is it's a stock that rose real quick during the pandemic. It plateaued and it stayed there for a hell of a long time. It was a great thing to do. And now it's on the decline a bit, and there's really not any innovation that's coming to it that's going to make it pop again in the near future. That's my take. Take it for what it's worth. But I think all of you should, from that, again, guys, like I've been doing Curri in the days, I've been dashing at night and turning Uber Eats on. because I'm trying to make as much money before I leave next week, and I'm not making money because I'm going to this podcast convention and to Curbivore. So I'm working, even normally I would just do Curry's Enough and some other off-brand apps and stuff, and Paraworks and catering and all this, that, and the other. But I'm even working some other apps that I don't like working right now in the nights. But with that said, guys, I've been on for 140 minutes now. I'm going to end this, and I'm going to start another one at my Metrobi pickup, because that one will be shorter, and it's a Metrobi. We'll see how it goes. It's my second one, and it doesn't pay the greatest, but it'll probably start in about 25 minutes, 30 minutes probably, and it won't be that long. So if you guys are around, stop in on me. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it, and have a safe day. Earn smart, be safe, and be good to each other. Peace, y'all.